A very good morning, dear children. Today I'll teach you lesson 4 of MF, that is Akbar and Birbal. Children, you all must have heard a lot of stories about Akbar and Birbal. This lesson is also a story of Akbar and Birbal. So children, who was Akbar? Akbar was an emperor, a ruler. And who was Birbal? Birbal was a minister in his court who used to give him advices. Okay, Birbal was very sharp-minded and he was very smart. Okay, now children, before that I'll tell you a word. The word is courtier. What is the meaning of courtier? Courtier means the people who are in the court and they give advices to the king. They are called courtiers. Okay? So, now pay attention. Okay? I'll start telling the story. So, listen carefully, children. Now, the story starts like this. Emperor Akbar was very much upset and he was very much troubled. You know why? Because he had misplaced his ring, and this ring was given to him by his father. So this ring was very special to him. Okay, so as Birbal enters the court, he finds that Emperor Akbar is very upset and he is looking troubled. Why he is troubled? Because he has misplaced his ring which was given to him by his father. Okay, so Akbar tells Birbal the same thing. I have lost my ring. I cannot find my ring. He says like this to Birbal. Okay. He also says the ring was given to him by his father. So the ring was very special. He further says that Birbal, please help me to find it. So what Birbal says? Birbal says, you need not worry Jahapana. Jahapana. Okay. So he says you don't have to worry Jahapana. I will find your ring. Then he thinks for some time. Okay. He thinks for a while and he further says that the one who has stolen the ring is in the court itself. He further adds that the courtier who has stolen your ring is having a straw in his beard. Okay, so he says like this. What is the meaning of beard, children? Beard means dadi, okay, which the males have. Understood? So he says the one who has stolen the ring is having straw in his beard. Okay. Now what happens? The courtier who had stolen the ring becomes very shocked, and what he does? He starts looking for the straw in his beard. And you know what? Birbal was waiting for this reaction only of the thief who had stolen the ring. So Birbal was particularly looking for this reaction. So he catches the thief like this, because what the thief did, what the courtier did, he started touching his beard to look for straw in his beard, and Birbal caught that person doing it. So he was able to find out that who has stolen the ring. So he immediately pointed out like this and he said, he is the courtier who has stolen your ring. Okay, and actually he was the one who had stolen the ring. So Akbar asked Birbal that how you were able to make out that he has stolen the ring. So you know what Birbal said? Birbal said the one who makes mistakes, or the one who is doing something wrong, or who has done something wrong, is always scared. He is always in a fear of being caught. So this person, this courtier, was also in a fear of being caught. So in that fear, what he did, he touched his beard. Okay, he got caught in the trap which was laid by Birbal. Okay, so that is why this person was also scared, this courtier was also scared, and in fear of being caught, he quickly had put his hand on the beard. Okay, and that is how Birbal was able to catch him, that he has taken your ring. Okay, so he said like this to Emperor Akbar, and he was able to find the thief. Okay. So children, what lesson do we learn from this story? We learn from this story that we should be happy with whatever we have. We should not take others' things. What will happen if we will take others' things? We will always be guilty. We will always be in a fear of being caught, that we have done something wrong. Okay, so do not take others' things and always be happy with what you have. Okay, now children, let's do a reading of this lesson. Lesson 4, Akbar and Birbal. Emperor Akbar has misplaced his ring. When Birbal arrived in court, Akbar told him, "I have lost my ring. It was very dear to me. My father had given it to me as a gift. Please help me find it." Birbal said, "You need not worry, Jahapana. I will find your ring right away." He thought a little and added, "Your Majesty, the ring is here in this very court and is with one of the courtiers. The courtier who has a straw in his beard has your ring." The courtier who had stolen the ring was shocked and immediately moved his hand over his beard. Birbal had been waiting for precisely this reaction. He immediately pointed towards that particular courtier and the ring was found. Akbar asked Birbal, how was he able to find the culprit? Birbal said, "Your Majesty, a guilty person is always scared." The culprit himself revealed that he had stolen the ring. Okay, so this is what I told you. A guilty person is always scared. So over here also the guilty person was scared and he himself revealed that he had stolen the ring by moving his hand over his beard. Okay. Now have a look over here, children. We should be happy with what we have. Do not take anything that is not yours. Have a look over here also. When someone is sad, try to make them happy by doing something for them. You can also tell jokes to lift their mood. Show them that you care for them. So children, what do you understand by this? You understand that when you find that someone is sad, you should try to make that person happy. You can do something for them. You can tell a joke to lift up their mood, or you can do something else that will make them happy. Okay? Now have a look over here, children, and listen carefully. Once Akbar asked Birbal, which is the most useful animal to man? Birbal said, the donkey, because he works the hardest. Akbar asked, but don't you think the cow is the best of all? Why Akbar said this? Because cow gives us milk. Okay, so that is why he said, but don't you think the cow is the best of all? So what Birbal said? Look here. Birbal replied, Your Majesty, you asked about the most useful animal. For us, the cow is not an animal but a mother. So what Birbal replied? Birbal replied that you asked about the most useful animal. But he says that for us the cow is not an animal but our mother. Okay, so I hope children you have understood this lesson nicely. Thank you.